Hi everyone. Now that you have the content for your riddle, let's look at some settings. There are two sorts of settings. Block settings, which apply to an individual block that you add into your riddle, and riddle-wide settings, which apply to the whole riddle. Block settings are what we looked at, for example, in question 2, where we put the population in the correct order. And next to answer content, you can click on the options icon there. And for example, we had the lives here and we put in the number of lives. You can look at any of those settings there and feel free to play around with that to add or change what suits you. But we'll look at some general settings now. To go to those general settings, click on the settings icon on the left-hand side of the creator. And that will show you the general settings straight away. The general settings unroll, and underneath that you have a whole load of other categories. But under general, I'd like to straight away add pagination. What I mean by that is a bar at the top here that shows your audience how far through they are with their riddle. So enable that, and then you'll see this white bar here. You could also add the number of pages by enabling display number of pages. But I like the bar, so I'm going to get rid of that again. But what I would like to enable is only show on question blocks. That means that here, for example, it's just a text block, which serves as our title here, doesn't have that bar because that's not a question. So it will only appear once you get to the first question. Okay, what I'd like to do next is deactivate the choose button. What I mean by that, so I'm going to disable that, is that when I normally answer a question, or by default, I click on an answer, and now you can see it's going straight to the next question. When I have that choose button there, then I select a question and I have to click choose before it goes on to the next one. So that's up to you. You can keep it enabled or disable it. I'm going to disable it, and then it is gone for now. Okay, there's one more setting I'd like to show you for now, which is to set an opening date. And the way you can do this is, again, scroll down here on the left-hand side and enable set opening date. So by clicking on this drop-down menu here, you can select a date and even a time. So for example, I've selected Friday the 2nd of August, and that's in the future at the time of filming this. And so this quiz isn't open right now, but for the placeholder where your riddle is embedded on your website, instead of just being a blank space, you can tell your audience, don't worry, a quiz is coming here, and they can come back when that's open. Okay, so there are just a few settings for you to get started. And in the next video, I'll show you a few design settings as well.